Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and we are learning about Joe Lang Travel with my guest, the owner of Joe Lang Travel, Joe Lang himself. And we've been talking about all of the different ways that we can take advantage of travel agents right here in the city of St. Louis. There's so many of you, but only a few that specialize in what you specialize in.
Right.
And I think, we were talking in the last segment about how people, with the all the information that we can get online these days, people forget that it is so much easier, and I know this from personal experience, just to contact a travel agent when you're starting to think about your plans, a trip you might want to take, and it doesn't cost anything. Usually it's all, your fees are all paid by the hotels and airlines, that kind of thing.
Right.
Okay, so you've been doing this for 26 years, and you have some favorite places and things to do, but river cruises is one of your favorites. Is that right?
Absolutely, yeah. So my wife and I just got back a few weeks ago from the Rhine River in Europe. We've also done the Danube River, and we have some other rivers planned on the books. So it's a really wonderful way to travel. First of all, you get to see all these beautiful European cities, not only from your river ship, which, by the way, is only about 150, 160 people.
So
on
much
board.
Much smaller than one of the ocean liners.
Much smaller.
160 people versus how many are in one of the big ocean?
Could be thousands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can't get room at the pool.
Right. So on the river cruises, the scenery is spectacular, of course, and then you stop at all of these amazing historical locations, such as Amsterdam and Prague, and Budapest, so many interesting places, and you get off, and at each place where the river ship stops, there are tour guides, and they're all pre-arranged by the river cruise lines, and you pick whichever tour you would like to go on. You can go on a city tour, a bicycling tour, a hiking tour,
golf, right? Don't you have some
golf tour? That's brand new this coming summer, as a matter of fact, on the Danube River. And you can, whatever pace you would like.
So you take a day.
Like, yes.
And do you always stay back on the ship?
Yeah, you'll always come right back to the ship. So sometimes the ship might stop in one place, or it may make even 2 stops in one day. So you get even more touring options. And the tours are, at least one tour is usually included in your river cruise package.
So the beauty of the cruises, the river cruises, is you're able to hit more cities in a shorter period of time, for instance, and more interesting places.
That's right. And then you can add on. So, for example, the cruise may be 7 days, and maybe you will fly to Budapest. We'll fly in a day ahead or 2 days ahead, and really get to see Budapest well. And then maybe at the end of the cruise, you can do the same thing, whichever city you might be stopping in.
Yeah, and so, excuse me, so 160 passengers too. Let's go back to that for a minute, because I don't know if people really understand how wonderful it is, because the level of service must be really high end.
Yes, the service is fantastic, and you have more opportunities to meet your fellow passengers as well, which is really great. And so much of travel, of course, is people.
Right, and in your experience, are the travelers on the river cruises typically other Americans or more Europeans?
With the from here, more Americans with a number of the more popular river cruise lines, and then you will see a few international passengers as well.
Yeah, very good. So typically about a week in length?
Typically about a week. You could do a shorter one. You could do 5 or 6 days. You can do longer ones, 10 to 14 days, and cover more territory.
Yeah, fantastic. It sounds like a ton of fun, and a really different way to see Europe rather than train and plane and all those other
It's a wonderful
modes.
way to do it versus motor coaching in a group, for example, where you have to stay in multiple hotels and pack and unpack. Here, you unpack once.
I like that. Very, very nice. Well, thank you, Joe, so much for coming today and sharing with us a new way to travel. And you're right here in St. Louis, easy to reach, which is fantastic. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you have Any questions about how you can experience a calm and peaceful cruise, which it does sound like, and everything else that you want to know about river cruises and travel, Joe Lang Travel is willing to assist you. For more information, just give Joe a call at 314-614-0443 or email him at joe@joelangtravel.com or visit joelangtravel.com for the website. There's more STL Live after this, so don't go anywhere.